There are many aspects to a digital marketing strategy. There are many tactics that different companies apply. You have your bloggers, you have social media, you have paid ads, you have your digest, your newsletter, you have your campaigns, marketing automation, all these different things happening. And for many businesses, these are discrete tactics that don't necessarily all tie together. In this video, I'm going to show you how they all work, so stay tuned for that. At Content First Marketing, we think of digital marketing as an integrated plan to tie three key components together. These components are your presence, your leads, and your nurture marketing. When I say presence, I'm referring to a few components, but the most important component is your website. Your website is something that you control online. It's something that can truly represent your brand and your message. And that is foundational to any digital marketing effort, creating that website that accurately reflects your brand. And we like to do something called a brand script at the beginning of website development to ensure that that happens. And you'll see a link at the top of your screen to another video on that topic. In addition to your website, there are other sites that reflect your brand and are part of your online presence. These sites are typically either review sites or sites associated with some organization that your business is a part of. Google My Business is an example, Yelp, Angie's List, Healthgrades. These are all examples of sites that reflect your business and are a part of your presence when you're planning that online. And finally, social media. Social media is another aspect of your digital presence that is critical to success. Whether that social media channel is LinkedIn or it's more consumer-oriented in Facebook or Instagram, having a social media presence that reflects your brand and supports you as an authority in your industry is a key part of it. So that's the first part. It's your presence. Start with your website, expand to other sites that reflect your brand like review sites, and then make sure that your social media presence ties it all together and it's all consistently messaged online. Once you have a solid presence, well, the next thing you need are leads. Now, for many businesses, leads come through referrals. I would talk to many business owners and they're like, well, we get a lot from our referrals, and that's true. But in the digital world, referrals are one part of the leads. Now, you can get leads online in two different ways. The first one we refer to are quick leads. And the reason we call them quick leads is because, well, they happen quickly. They happen quickly because you pay for them. Quick leads come from Google ads, they come from Facebook ads, they come from LinkedIn paid in-mail. They come from sources where you're paying to get your advertisements shown and targeted to your ideal client, customer, or patient. Quick leads are a great way to get things going. And for many businesses, they are a part of the long-term strategy, but they come with a cost. When you stop paying for them, the leads stop coming. An alternative to quick leads are what we call sustained leads. Sustained leads happen whether you are paying for them or not. They happen over time and they grow over time. And what they are is a part of a search engine optimization strategy. When you become visible on Google and Bing and other search engines, sustained leads happen. When somebody searches for not just your brand, but the services that you provide, and you show up near the top of that list, a sustained lead is about to occur. Combining sustained leads with click leads ensures that digitally you're getting a steady stream of leads. So once you have all these leads in place, once leads come in the door, well, what do? Leads come in digitally, but they also come in through referrals, as we mentioned, and phone calls. When a lead comes to your business, in some cases that immediately converts to a client, customer, patient, but in most cases it's an inquiry. And that lead now needs to be nurtured. And that's the third part of your integrated marketing plan, is nurture marketing. Nurture marketing is keeping your brand in front of an individual between the time they first hear about you and when they're ready to consume your services. Nurture marketing is a great way to keep your brand in front of somebody, especially if your business is the type that has long sales cycles. If you're the kind of business where somebody learns about you but at that time they don't necessarily need what you have to offer. A solid nurture marketing strategy is really important to success. And nurture marketing is composed of several different components. It all starts with content. The name of our company is Content First Marketing, and that is not a mistake. Content first, that's where everything starts. On a website, that's usually in the form of a blog or some types of videos. In essence, it's something that's informative, it's educational, maybe in some cases entertaining, but it's content that's created to be shared on the website. Now that content can be distributed through a few different channels. The first channel is what we call a digest. Think of a newsletter. A newsletter back in the day would have a bunch of different content in it and it would go out on a regular basis. A digest is a consistent distribution of your most recent content, but it's organized in such a way so that when it goes out, based on what people are interested in, they click, takes them back to the website to read more of it. We can learn about that person, that recipient, by their click behavior, and even more importantly, we're taking them where we want them to be, our website, the presence online that we have control of. In addition to the digest, you may have campaigns, and there are a variety of different types of campaigns. For some businesses, you may have a long-term campaign that runs over the course of the year that has elements of it bound to either seasonality or holidays or things like that. For other businesses, you may have shorter campaigns, 6-week campaigns, 3-month campaigns, and those campaigns are usually 5 to 7 email series that go out that are intended to get somebody's attention and then segment them. And if you want to learn more about creating a great segmented email, watch our video on autoresponders. I'll link to that at the top. And then the last way of distributing your content consistently is through social media. So you create some content on your website. It shows up in your digest or your newsletter. It's often cut up and placed in the emails that are part of your campaigns. And then it's also distributed through social media. Now, distributing through social media, the usefulness of that varies by business. Some businesses, you just don't get leads through social media. In others, it's your primary source. But in all cases, social media is a way to build your authority and credibility. So if somebody goes and they look at your social media and they see that you're consistently publishing something useful, well, it looks like that you are a player in your industry. It looks like you are a contributor to your industry, and it looks like you are the type of business they want to do business with. Nurture marketing, a key part of this 3-part integrated marketing strategy. Another part of nurture marketing that's used is around reputation management and community management. I'll first address community management. Community management involves social media. It's social media for businesses that are thought leaders where the consumers of their services, their customers or clients or patients, have a relationship with each other. And in social media, they communicate with each other and talk to each other. That community needs some form of management, whether it's with prompts or with content that answers their questions or with direct interaction to the people in that community. For some businesses where you're building a following, having a strategic community management effort is paramount to your online visibility. And the second item is reputation management. Reputation management, it starts with reviews, getting positive reviews on review sites that are key to your industry. But it's also about managing negative reviews. In most cases, you can't eliminate a negative review. You can only dilute it. And by diluting it, I mean continue to get more positive reviews. But when a negative review does come up, it's important that you acknowledge it in a very positive way publicly so that it shows that your company is interacting with that person. It shows that your company cares about this. And in fact, that's for positive reviews as well. Showing that you care about the review that's being given, either with a thank you or with a, I would love to solve this problem, please give me a call. Following up with that is a key part of what we call reputation management. And a company that has a high volume of reviews coming in needs to have somebody or some organization dedicated to their reputation management to help build that positive reputation and to show that they are interacting with their consumers online through these channels. In that area, we use a tool called the Net Promoter Score. I have another video on that I'll refer to in the show notes. The Net Promoter Score is, on a scale from 0 to 10, how likely would you be to refer us to an associate or a family member or somebody like that? Putting all these pieces together is what we call an integrated digital marketing plan. You start with your presence, you build on it with leads, both quick leads, and then have a path to sustain leads. When leads do come in the door, you have a strategy to nurture them through multi-channel, email, social media, with an underlying foundation of really great content. And then when people do interact with your brand as customers, you have reputation management to ensure that you are looking good online and getting good reviews, and then when you get bad reviews, you're assessing them. And then for those that create a community, that you have community management. Put it all together, you have an integrated marketing plan. I hope this is helpful. I do videos like this every week. I'd love to hear if you do something a little different. Please put that in the comments. If you like what you saw, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to see more. Thanks for your time, and I look forward to seeing you on the next video.